Hello, welcome back. Today's going to be a little bit of a different review. This company contacted me and asked if I would like to review one of their camera bird feeders, and I said absolutely. Those that follow me on Facebook might see a lot of the posts that I make showing the birds that visit my bird feeder. So I was very happy to look at this product, evaluate it, and share with you my findings. So we're going to open up this box, see how well it's packaged, put it together if necessary, charge the battery, which I expect it needs to be done, and then fill it with some birdseed and see who comes by. So it's always interesting when you open up the box for the first time. Obviously, we expect some literature. Looks nice. And there's accessories, which is always good. And then they have a little guide for attaching it to some type of structure. So in there is this support piece. The bird feeder will go down here, and we saw the guide to put some screws in. Nice color here. And it's also nice that they included this hummingbird feeder in with the package. And it is solar powered, which I think is a must. And there's actually two of these, which we saw in the illustrations on the box. There's some more pieces to help you put it all together. And it's always nice to have some clamps. So here's the unit. I would call it a classic design. Got your nice camera here, fairly sturdily made, should have a long life, and power button inside. Yes, there's a little cover there. We'll have to read over the instructions and probably set it up on the charger. So here's the charge port in the back, and if we take off this little cover, we'll see it's a standard USB-C, which I think is excellent. So there's a lot of cables I have that'll work. So we need to charge it up. So I plugged it in. It's always nice to see the charging light come on. Kind of orange in color. I'll show you exactly how it shows up on the camera. Let it sit there until it's fully charged. Very happy to see they have a nice page on battery charging. And yes, the light is yellow and it will turn green when the battery is fully charged, and it could take up to 14 hours, which is typical. So the bird feeder is fully charged. And I've loaded the app on my phone, and we're ready to connect the bird feeder to Wi-Fi and be able to manage it from the app on the phone. First thing we have to do is turn on the bird feeder. So it's nice that they identify that you need to push the button to turn it on. So it took some effort to pull the camera out, but it just rotates out. And there's the on-off button. We hold it down for 3 seconds. And we hear the sound, and we see the light blinking, first blue, then green, then blue. So we're going to go to the app and try to connect to the camera. So it's blinking, and the app found the camera right away, so we're going to connect the app on the phone to the Wi-Fi, and that'll connect the camera to the Wi-Fi. Pretty common procedure for these types of devices. We found the device, we're connected to the Wi-Fi, and it's going through that process of adding the device, and then it should stop dinging, which I think it's already done. So far working very well. And I got a verbal confirmation that connection has succeeded and everything's set for next steps, and we see it happening right in front of our eyes. So like other bird cameras, the company is also into security cameras, so I had to go through a number of different steps which weren't really applicable, but we're here. And they charge for cloud storage, which is not unusual in this situation. We're going to try it for free, as this is an evaluation and review. It's going to ask me for some credit card information, and once my Apple ID sign in, then I have a credit card available on my Apple account. So that connection worked. So now I have cloud storage and I can cancel if I don't want it. So here we are with the first image captured by the camera. It's me in my computer room. Now we have a live feed. Here I am waving. You can see my camera setup, which is above the camera, but it's working. Now we just need to set it up outside and wait for the birds to show up. The app has your standard settings on there. I like to set it for low sensitivity, duration 15 seconds, and I will schedule sleep for the nighttime. Not much to observe at night, but I'll probably leave it on all night just to see how that capture works in case anything shows up at the feeder. It's a classic view. You can see that these were 10 seconds and I changed it to 15 and it took effect immediately. It says a person was wandering by. So it recognizes people, which is nice. So here's the types of notifications you get. A lot of times people turn these off because they get inundated. So birds usually give me hundreds of viewings a day. So I have a pole I can mount this to. And this design slides in, the bird feeder can slide in here. But what I've found from this design is that when it clicks in place, it's very, very secure. And you need to really pull down on this little locking clip here if you want to remove the bird feeder later on. So I've been feeding birds for a long time. The red bird feeder there is the first one that I used. Then I got a suet feeder. Had to make them squirrel proof. And there's my BirdFi feeder. We're going to look at the setup. And I'm certain the Luminary will fit in the same location. Here's my setup. I have the extended perch, which I purchased, solar panel to charge the battery, and as you can see, it's attached to the post. That's a metal bracket there. The Luminary has a plastic one. I'm certain it'll work just as fine, and I think I can just take this off and put on the Luminary. So here we have the Luminary bird feeder set up. You can see how that bracket is attached. Nice Wi-Fi antenna, and it is connected to the app. I showed how the accessories come, which is nice that they include them. You got your hummingbird feeder, and I put a piece of fruit here, and there's a little tray for water for the birds, which I know they'll appreciate. Looks nice. Interesting color combination. Gonna put some bird seed in there and see how we can attract some birds. Yes, the Lumary Smart Bird Feeder comes with a solar panel. I've attached the support here that I will screw into the post to support the camera, make certain the battery stays charged up. One of the things I like about what they've done is if you flip it over to the other side, you'll see a lot of technical specs, which is great. You don't always get that. And it has, as usual, mask, so you drill the holes properly for the screws, and a nice user's manual. I find that the manuals that Lumary has provided are very good, very thorough, easy to follow, and that makes for a nice user experience. So here's the app, and I didn't see anything I recognized as being able to post to Facebook or download the video, and I couldn't get the SD card to, I think, record, but I think it is now. But if you press this icon there, you'll see that you can select videos, find one you want, you select it, and then you get the ability of doing download. You hit this, it will show up in your photos. So we'll go to our photos. As you can see, I have a bunch, and this is the one I just downloaded. We'll get it to switch, and we'll watch that nice black-capped chickadee eat some suet, which I've added from my other bird feeder. So if you're using the app to view a nice captured video. If you touch choose, it gives you the option to download. Oh, you got to select it first. Touch download. It sends it to your photo folder. Check on bird identification. You'll see it comes up with some options. And if you touch the option, it gives you a really nice detailed description of the type of bird. Very well done. As we've come to the end of this video, I hope you enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed putting it together. And hopefully this gives you an appreciation of the amazing devices that we have available that really enhance our enjoyment of birds and bird watching. Enjoy, and we'll close out with some more videos of birds. Have a great day. Have fun. Feed the birds.